Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a full face of new makeup. So if you want to see that, and we do have a ton of drugstore, a ton of affordable, and then some other things you want to see, then just keep on watching. This is, by the way, the finished look. I absolutely love it. This was quite nice. Get ready with me. There's some products that may or may not be in here that, you know, can apply to that. I picked up all of these products by myself. They are not sponsored products in here. And I think they are quite affordable, except one product, which is indeed the eyeshadow palettes I'm using. All of the other ones are quite affordable. Yes, I think. So if you want to see how I get this look, then we will just move on. I will show you in a sec my face is bare and just my eyebrows done. So let's do this. Let's have some fun. I did my brows already, and this is my whole shebang we have here. First, of course, we want to start with the primer, and for that, I told you I will get this because, listen, I do love a grip primer, and I mean, if that is great, then we're fun with that. This is the Maybelline Grippy Serum Primer, and this has also 2% niacinamide, which, as far as I know, my skin do enjoy. This is one of those droppers, I feel. So let's do the thing that everyone hates because it's not realistic at all. You drop that on your face and then spread this. Ooh, it does feel like you saw it was quite runny, which you do need to work that in quite properly, to be honest, because if you don't, then it will not get the stick you want. See that? That is the sticky one. Ooh, that is good. That is a great stick. Look at this. That is the stickiest primer I had so far, and I tried the Milk Grip primer, I'm just saying, but this one is stickier, so I'm super excited about this, really much. The next point in my routine, which again you don't have to follow, you can go with your own routine, is concealer. I do have two concealers to try. One is the one from M. Azam, which is the High Class Liquid Concealer. Wow, that was a mouthful. This is an Ivory, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is. And then I also picked up the L'Oreal Skin Ink, and it does look quite, you need to shake that, just have that in mind. So now it looks better. This one is in 15 Neutral, which you can use as a foundation, but I picked up a foundation, so we won't use that. But I felt like we can, you definitely can see a color difference, but maybe we can use this one first and then, no, I feel like we want to use this one first because it's a little bit deeper, and then highlight with this one. I think that would be good. Let's find something to put that on with. I have a finger puff. Listen, I do love these. I have like one, I feel like a whole pack of these from TK Maxx, if I'm not mistaken. So normally I would wait till this is getting grippy, but to be honest, it's getting less grippy by the minute. So let's try this. Again, you need to shake the L'Oreal concealer, and you can use it as a foundation as well, if you like. I did not, of course, so we'll find... Oh wait, this one, as you can tell, is looking a little bit more deeper, a little bit more yellow. Again, this is neutral, just saying. Neutral fair, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like this is quite yellow. So... neutral it totally. This not. Do I have to say though, I don't feel it on my skin, and that is kind of like, I don't know if you like think about these kind of things, but I don't feel anything. And normally if you wear concealer, you know that, especially if it is a little bit more like thicker in consistency, you definitely can. This is again neutral 15. Yeah, don't think this is neutral at all. I do like these kind of sponges because they don't like soak up a ton of product. And to be honest, I hate to use my fingers because I feel like it's quite tedious and it like needs a ton of time. But because this is a little bit bigger, you definitely I feel like work in the product better. I don't feel this is neutral. It definitely gives a little bit of a yellow cast, if you will. It does not mean that's bad, just saying. Well, this one I don't have to shake. I don't, as you can tell, I don't think the coverage is like a ton. Let me try to build up at least a little bit to see if we can. And again, that looked quite not so good. I don't, listen, this is not neutral. Whoever thought this would be a great addition to neutral, listen, that is yellow. If you love a yellow toned concealer, which can be perfect if you like need that. And yes, under normal circumstances, I would like do a corrector underneath, but because we want to see how the coverage is, we don't do that. I don't think that does or did something. Do you think that did the thing? It is really lightweight. I don't feel a thing. Let's do that on the other eye just to even that out. I don't think it did a thing at all. And I don't, like, listen, I'm not the person that like, sits here and tells you, listen, I need 15 or more like layers to make products work. I feel like if you have like really light makeup, this could be like good. Nobody needs to have a full coverage concealer if you don't need it, you know what I mean? Especially with a skin tint or something like this, I don't think you need like a full coverage concealer because that's kind of looking unnatural, you know? But I don't feel like this does a lot. Of course, I need to try this with a like a corrector underneath. I think probably will work better. But yeah, we do have another concealer to just put on top because we will do that. This is again the M. Azam coverage concealer. This one I feel like has a better shade to mine. I'm losing a little bit of the tan, so I'm hoping that works because this one, again, it's definitely more yellow than this one. So let's try that. It has, again, a doe foot applicator, which most of these have. And to be honest, I'm preferring that. Well, I do have to say, like, again, the L'Oreal one, you can't feel at all. This one you definitely can feel in the way that you, like, definitely have a little bit more of a thicker texture. Of course, you're doing this on top of the other, so if the other does a little bit of coverage, of course, this one does not have to do a ton. Hoping though. I feel like this does nothing. Oh my god. This is definitely not full coverage at all, as you can tell. I feel like it undoes the elbow concealer, which I'm totally not here. Like, I need to cover these bags, guys. I need to cover these, definitely. No questions asked. Let me use another of those sponges. I need to cover these bags. I mean, all the other things we can work with. Oh, okay, that's a little bit better. Okay, let's not work that in too much. The color is definitely better. Not sure if this one was just too wet, so it like removed the like other concealer. But with that, it looks a little bit better. Are the bags still there? Yes, no full coverage here on that front, but I mean, could be worse. Let's come to foundation. I picked up this one, which, as you can tell, I picked up from TK Maxx. This was $12.99. And this is the All Day Milky Glow Cushion by Milky Touch. Did not see that somewhere. This is the All Day Skin Fit Milky Glow Cushion from Milky Touch. And this one I have in 15N, Fair Ivory, which, let's hope that works. If you ask yourself, I did self-tan, so I am at the moment at the point where I'm like, listen, that is like, as you can tell, like my body is matching my face, which if you ask yourself, that's not normally the case. Normally I'm like way lighter, like body-wise, than my face. Oh, let's like this. So this is the cushion. This is looking really pretty. Yeah, we'll see about like fitting that. We do, of course, because it's a cushion foundation, we do have a little puff, which we are trying to use. Listen. And then we have the product. Well, I would say this is quite good for me on a not like tanned base. Let's say it like this. Let's try this. Again, this is the product itself. Oh, okay. Wow. Listen, that was not what I was planning. Let's try to not overdo this. Color-wise, I think this will look perfect for me, again, on those days where I'm not self-tanning, which that is not right now, but we'll find a way. Oh, I hate these sponges. I don't know how to use these. Like, do you have to like use 3 fingers maybe? Maybe that's better. By the way, we do have a bronzer, so I'm not too worried. Like a little bit worried, but not too worried. And to be honest, I don't enjoy these kinds of like things because I always feel like I'm using way too much of the cushion. And then it just looks patchy, just saying. So let me grab a little bit from the lid. I feel like there is not much product in here, just saying. Let's see about that, but how much product is in there? Again, the color, that is pretty good. Listen, again, I'm a little bit self-tanned, just a little bit. I feel like I need to redo that, but yes, do I look like a ghost? Yes, normally. That's my state of the, I would say art, but that's me. I'm a ghost. I'm white as paper. I think here you can see a little bit. My hands are a little bit, because of course of the whole like hand washing thing, is a little bit less tanned. So let's close that. Let's close that. I will go on top of that with my sponge because I'm, again, that kind of a person that don't enjoy to have it everywhere. So let's go on top of this just to blend everything out. Again, the colors seem to be pretty nice if I'm not self-tanning. Which again, that is a quite recent thing for me. So I'm not mad about having like a really light foundation to match me. That is quite good. And yes, it definitely is neutral, which I do enjoy. Let me go on in here. Not with my, like I feel like this is quite, like look at this. This is quite messy. Just trying to like grab a little bit of the foundation. I do enjoy that palette thing. Doesn't smell like anything. How much product do we have? 15 grams. So it's like half of a regular foundation. This is 0.52 ounces. So, I mean, for cushion foundation, I don't think that is like super strange, if you ask me. Because again, we do have quite a bit of, I would say, space problem with these cushions, because of course if you have like a bottle, it just have more space, just saying. To be honest, I really enjoy that. I would say the coverage is, oh, here a little bit underneath the eyes. I think the coverage is a light, maybe medium if you probably build it up a little bit, because I can still see a little bit of redness here. I can still see a little bit of like unevenness, if you will, but not bad, not bad. Really enjoying that. So that's quite nice. For a contour slash bronzer, I have the Lifter stick by Maybelline, and this one is in 35, and I picked this up. First of all, no foundation sticks near me at all. These were just like contouring, shaping sticks, so just have that in mind. There were no like foundation sticks, otherwise I would maybe picked up a color, but this one was the lightest of the contours, and I was like, positively surprised by the shade. I need to find, this is by the way a multi-use stick for the face, and that is the product itself. I felt like it was quite nice, at least. Did I ruin it already? Nah, we don't care. Listen, we don't care. Again, this one I thought would be a great like pick-me-up for my face. And normally, as you already know, I don't enjoy like placing this like this, but we will do this because listen, we'll see if that, I'm not sure how pigmented these are. That's why I'm just putting it randomly everywhere. This one is, by the way, clean, just a little bit stained. I think I picked this up because it looked like a great like bronzing kind of a stick. So, okay, this is a little bit harder to blend. As you can tell, I'm like really like bringing that on. Probably should have tried to use it directly from the stick. The color though is really pretty. Like, look at this. Did I like lift the foundation? Maybe. Again, if you have like a little bit more of a, I would say, stiffer brush, that would probably work a little bit better. To be honest, I'm not liking that so much, so that's why I'm using a little bit of a looser brush, because I felt like with a bronzer slash contour, mostly bronzer, because I'm giving up hope for the contour part in the drugstore, because listen, so far it's a no. And as you remember, and if you know me and you know my channel, I do love a good contour, especially cream one, and I do have them, but not from like drugstores or even high-end brands. I do have them from Korean or Asian brands in general. So I'm just thinking, is Judy Doll Korean? I'm not sure if I'm butchering that. I'm sorry for that. This one is a really pretty color though. If you're like as fair as me and you're like looking or are in need of a like bronzing stick, and I mean bronzing, this is not contour. I'm just cleaning up a little bit here. But so far, really, really pretty. Yes. This is a really nice bronzing stick. Again, bronzing, not contour, but really, really pretty. I would say let me add in a little bit more, but listen, I'm quite good. Let me try to. Probably will using it more like this, like putting it on directly on the brush. Because again, I do enjoy that a little bit more. Color-wise, really, really pretty. By the way, I don't have a contour product, so this is the only like bronze or whatever it is to give us a little bit of, I wouldn't say, I would have said like warmth, but to be honest, we do have a really pretty blusher. But yeah, so far, really enjoying that. A great a great shade if you are as fair as me. Like, look at this. This is really nice, and it's not too warm, so really enjoying this one. For cream blush as well as highlight, we do have two products by ColourPop. One is a liquid blusher and the other one is a liquid highlighter, which I'm super excited because this is, as you can tell, the Tangled highlighter. This is a Mother Gothel, which is the lightest shade, just saying. But let's don't go there yet. We will start with the blusher. This one is the liquid blusher in Perfect Peach, and this one, just so you know, that this one is not a matte one, as you can tell. Like, this is a duo, like a liquid with shimmer, just having that in mind. This one has like a Rare Beauty applicator, and this is the color. Like, look at this. Oh, this is so pretty. I would say, to be honest, this is not a peach, at least not in my opinion. It's more of a peachy pink, just saying. It's not like an, or I was expecting, let's start like this. I was expecting a way more orangey blush. This is like a more coral leaning, beautiful, stunning, don't get me wrong, but this is way more corally. I wouldn't say peachy, but corally. Like, look at this. Isn't that, I It is pretty. Way more coral than I thought. Again, I was expecting a way more orangey blush, but to be honest, this one is the most me color from the whole release. The other ones were, if I'm not mistaken, quite pink. And yes, I know 2024, 2025, both of the years were more of a Barbie pink kind of a like release year, if you will, which totally fine. Before that, we were into the quite warm toned territory. I do get that, but on the other hand, I'm not that, just saying. But yeah, so really gorgeous. Ooh, look at it. Oh my god, yes. Yes, 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 yes. For liquid highlight, and yes, we do. We do have a powder highlight as well. I picked out, when I ordered from Colourpop, because I had a present for my friend for her birthday, I picked out the liquid highlight by Tangled, and this one is again Colourpop, and this one is in Mother Gothel, and yes, I did indeed like destroy the packaging, but I mean, kind of cute. This one is the lighter of the two. There is this one, and then there is a more gold to, I think it's the peach one, gold to peach. And again, this is the dual liquid highlight, and this is, first of all, stunning to look at. But yeah, this is again in Mother Gothel, and I was like, I thought both of them were quite cute, to be honest, but I did go with this one. Like, look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? Can you tell? Ooh, this is so pretty. So we will use that totally. Oh, I could have used a little bit of the back of my hand just to bring that in here. This is more of a, I would say, a warm goldy shimmer, if you will. Ooh, look at this. Ah, yeah. I'm just blending that out a little bit. And by the way, yes, I'm doing a little bit of the, by the way, this is a Nabla brush. This is not too extreme of a glow, I would say. Like, look at this. You still can see it. Yes, there is, of course, a little bit more of a golden highlight underneath because of the blush. And that was not a blush, like a, it was not matte blush. So yes, there is definitely more of a, like, golden glow underneath this. But look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? I definitely removed a little bit of the liquid blush though. Just have that in mind if you use as much as I did, which apparently that's a little much. It definitely does. But so pretty. And again, this is more of a, as you can tell, like more of a warmer, like it looks white in the like packaging, but it has like a gold shift. Let me put on a little bit, and you can and I can show you. I'm not sure how. Like, look at this. See that? It's definitely a little bit of a warm peachy almost glow. Such a pretty shade. Totally worth it. Yes. And because I think we need to glow even more, I also picked up the Butter highlighter, and this is in Bright and Butter. This is a light champagne highlighter by NYX Cosmetics. This is, by the way, there were just, I think, three colors, to be honest, in my drugstores. This one, the pink one, and the purple one. And I do think the pink and the purple one were pretty, but to be honest, I'm never wearing a pink or a purple highlight. So for me, I was hoping for the mint. No mint here, just saying. And these ones are quite, listen, they are quite, I did cut that, but obviously it didn't help. Oh, wait a second. 10 minutes later, 2 scissors and 1 deep potting tool later, I did open it. Listen, this is really pretty. The closing is not that fun. So this is the shade. I'm super excited. It should work if you ask yourself. By the way, this is a beautiful pattern. We will of course destroy that. Ooh. Yes. Oh my god, yes. Like, look at this. That could be so gorgeous. So let's use that on a brush. Let's see how that is doing. Ooh. Of course, we did not set the other highlight because why should we? We will set it with another highlight. That's what we're doing. Yeah. This is a gorgeous color. Is this perfect for nose? Nope. It's a little bit deep for nose. Look at this. It's a little bit deep for that, but I feel like for the cheeks. Oh, this is so gorgeous. Oh, I'm having so much fun right now. Like, look at this. Definitely. Ooh, this is looking gorgeous. Yes. So far, I'm loving every single one of the products and I'm not mad about it. Oh well, the concealer's not so much, to be honest, but again, could be also, yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, we're loving this. Yes. Before we come to eyes, because I do have 2 products for my eyes, I want to try 2 products for my lips, and I have the lift glosses or lift the glazes. They are lift the glazes. Just saying. I do have 2 colors. One is in, you can tell, there is one in Caramel Glow, and then this one is, let me see, a Latte Crush. So we will try both of them. I do want to try them without a lip liner, and then we'll see which one would be better for having in mind my eyeshadow palette. So let's start with number 6, Caramel Glow. And these ones, as you can tell, are a little bit melty because, listen, it's hot in Germany. Well, we can do that. This one is a little bit more of a, I would say, a brownie, kind of a peach. Listen, I don't even know. I'm hoping they are moisturizing, to be honest, because I do have really dry lips. So, okay, this is more of a, I would say my lips, but better if my lips were good. You know what I mean? To be honest, the color is way too pink for my liking. Okay. I think I saw another one which was more of a peach, but I did not pick it up because I was not sure what colors I have here. So maybe I will pick up the peachy one. This one is, well, it's not bad, I feel like. It's definitely a little bit more pinky than I would prefer, but not bad. This is again the Caramel Glow shade. To be honest, I'm a little bit more excited about this one, which is a more warmer brown, if you will. This is again Latte Crush, and this is a little bit more of a browner shade. I'm thinking if that is like anywhere near the thing I wanted, this is the one we're wearing today. I do enjoy a good neutral leaning brown. Listen, if it's not too pigmented. And not this in you can see it's a little bit like, listen, these are not full cover products. These are more of a tinted lip balm in a stick. But if you like that, that is amazing. If you want to have the full like color experience, these are not for you. But I do enjoy this one a little bit better. Again, it is not a brownie nudie color. There was also a really, really deep, almost black color, which, don't get me wrong, I would love that and rock that, but I'm pretty sure that looks, because it was a really deep brown. And so far I did not have a ton of luck with these kinds of color, and you definitely can build the color. Can you tell? I feel like these really deep colors work well if you like don't have too much lip like space like I have, because they can get quite patchy if you're not like careful. But look at this. That is stunning. Definitely my favorite out of the two is this one. It's a little bit, again, this is not bad. I feel like if I put on my Kylie lip liner underneath that, which is a little bit more neutral brown, I can definitely go with this, and I'm pretty sure this would be amazing. This one though, because it's a little bit brown and a little bit more warm tone than this, as you can tell also in the packaging, this one though I feel like is going more with my overall vibes, if you know what I mean. Welcome to my face. I scooch you a little bit in closer to do the eye look I was hoping for, because we do have two eye products. First of all, which will be the base of this look, is the Maybelline. Listen, I bought a ton of Maybelline. It was a new display. This is the color Tattoo. This is, by the way, just a new color, I think. And this is in, let me see, I'm Cozy. I felt like this one would be a perfect base for my eyeshadow palette, which, spoiler alert, will be amazing. Just saying. So let's try this. Of course, I need to see if this is really like going with my eyelids, because I do really have really bad oily eyelids. This is the color. This one seemed to be a more neutral brown, which I do enjoy. So we'll find a way to disperse it on my lips. You can see my lip color now better. Again, with lip liner would be even prettier. We'll start with, again, this as a base, and then we will layer on top an all shimmer palette, which we will discuss in a sec. Just saying. We will find out if this is really like long lasting like all the other color Tattoo things, or if this is just like creasing. I am hoping for not. Listen, I am hoping that this is the best eye pencil I've ever tried, but we will find out. I did clean up, by the way, if you have oily lids, clean up before you do eyeshadow. This makes a big difference if you like remove the oil that is on your lid or not. I did. This is a clean eyelid, no primer at all, because again, we want to, or I want to see if that is creasing at the end of the day. Of course, listen, I will try this even more, because as it on its own, as a base, just like placed it here all over the lid to see. That is a pretty color though. I have a Zeesea, this is a 231. This is, by the way, clean. And we will just blend that a little bit. I will, of course, see if this is like holding up on itself, if this is maybe a great eyeshadow base. Sometimes, to be honest, this is not like, as you can tell, it's not like a totally like deeper color, and you can see it from outer space, and sometimes that is working fine to like as an eyeshadow base, if you will. Put this also underneath, because we won't have probably product there. As you can tell, like the difference is not that big. I feel like I can use this as an eye base and no one would bat an eye, you know what I mean? Which is a little bit unfortunate, to be honest, because I wanted to have a little bit more of a contrast for the eyeshadow palette, but well, as you can tell, with eyeshadow, without eyeshadow, it's like really not much. Just saying. Is this color like a extreme, like deep brown? Nope. But just have that in mind. I mean, if this is a great eyeshadow base that is not creasing, I'm not complaining. But again, we'll find out in the afterwards. I feel in general, this is a really pretty color. Again, a great base, I feel like. Let me do that on the other eye and I'll be right back. So this is like the finished look with the, it's not the finished look, guys. Don't click out here. No. We do have shimmers on top of this. I feel like in general, like this is a really pretty like color. It is like no makeup, if you know what I mean. Like if I let it like this, you wouldn't even know if I'm wearing like eyeshadow. Listen, everyone that knows would no makeup knows that I'm wearing eyeshadow. But if you are not familiar, like men in general, I feel like this one would go like, oh, you just like looking pretty. just saying. But we will see. By the way, it's like dry down, I feel like, so that is also good. Again, I will try this and see if it is like holding up alone, if it is holding up as a makeup base. And again, I can see myself using this as a base shadow for maybe other colors, matte colors. Like I'm at the moment really enjoying my Natasha Denona Sculpt palette, which would work amazingly with these with this color. So if this is a great base even for oily lids, you will know about this. And yes, this is a matte shade, which pretty. So let's jump though to the fun part in this. Would I have loved that this is a little bit more potent? Yes, but I mean, we can work with that. This one, look at this. This is the number 61, which is one of the newer palettes by Girl Cult. And this, listen, look at this. This is so pretty. You know, for the packaging, I absolutely love this kind of a shade. This is the All Shimmer palette from their newest Botanical Garden something. Listen, I will link all the products down below. I am wearing today, but this is the newest, one of the newest palettes. And this one is the All Shimmer palette, which you already know. I'm normally not the biggest fan of All Shimmer palettes, but Girl Cult does it right. I feel like this, first of all, it's just a small palette. Second of all, the colors itself in here, like, look at this. These are stunning, stunning. We do have a more, this is a multi-chrome, which is a bright green to, let's see if I can catch that. This is a teal color and a blue. So we do have teal, blue, and green. This one is, I would say, like a green to a blue. This one is, you can tell that, look at this. This is a bright green, but I can see a deeper green with blue reflects. And then we have, I feel like this shade in both of the palettes I have is like just a regular, this is a regular shimmer, if you know what I mean. This is a really bright blue, and we will put that on the eyes. Just don't wait for this. Of course we will do that. But this is a stunning, like green to blue to teal colorway, and I needed that. I needed that in my life. Yes, there was a second palette in this collection as well, which has 2 mattes and then 2 shimmers, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure if the shimmers were like duochrome, multichrome, whatever. I feel like this one would pair, I do have 3 Girl Cult palettes at the moment, and I think this one would pair really pretty with the blue deep brown palette I own. That is pretty. I tried to do a review with that. That would be really amazing, because I feel like these giving the depth from the other palette, and there is also blue in that. That would be pretty. We will of course try these on the lid, and again we do have that primer laid down, and we will just put that on top. Well, listen, we don't care. We do have, as you can tell, 4 shades, and we will try to use as many. I'm thinking about these 2, this deeper one, this one, and then this in the inner corner. So we're skipping this one, to be honest, but we'll find out. Let's do this. Let's start with the deepest shade, which is of course this one. Again, they don't have names or something like this. Oh, I'm so excited. I do love a good green. This is the EO2 by Cinch. You know, oh, this is also like some kind of blue. Again, this is a teal, green, blue, a little bit of a purple. We will spray that because we already have our makeup done, so we're not going in there. Worked. We'll just like, we will work accordingly to that. If that is like not going so well with the base we are setting down, I will just like add in some other colors. Again, by the way, from the, oh, look at this. Oh, this is so pretty. Like, look at this. I'm seeing such a pretty color. I cleaned the brush in between, and we are using this shade. And again, same thing. We did spray that a little bit just so we have a little bit more grip and not a lot of fallout, which we're trying. Listen. And just, oh my god, this is gorgeous. Ooh, I love it. This is like really blinding. Oh my god, yes. We're going quite till the inner corner, and this is like looking like, look at this. Can you tell? This is like a really acid green. which I absolutely love. And again, it has some blue in here as well. Both of these colors look really pretty together, don't you think? I love this shade. Listen, this with a really pretty blue green eyeshadow look, like really, really bright. So fun for summer. Now we're using the lightest shade. This seemed to be more of a blue, which again would correlate to this one as well as this one. And I don't know, because there is a mirror, you could like see it like this, but of course I did not. So this one has again a blue shift. You can see the teal. I see a really steel blue, which is kind of fun. This one seemed to be quite straightforward, so we'll see how that like goes. I did spray that, by the way, and this is, ooh, that is not what I expected. This is, by the way, the 230 by Zeesea. Okay, this is, again, not what I expected. I expected a really bright blue. This one is a mint, which, to be honest, makes 100% sense in this like context of the palette, because again, 2 at least, and probably the steel one has a shift to green, is giving us that as well. But look at this. Oh my god, yes. Just put that here as well. Again, I did spray that. Just have that a little bit here, and then also like right into the like acid green. I love the acid green. Listen, this is so bright and beautiful. This is 100% what I want. Ooh, look at this. Yes. Yes. Did I think that this would look like this? No. Am I more than positively surprised? Yes. I will do that on the other eye. Put on some lashes. I think this is great like this. And I feel like if I put on lashes, you don't even need like a deeper outer corner shade. Would be pretty. Don't need to though. I absolutely love this. Again, let me finish that all up and I'll be right back. Whoever thought I couldn't be a green apple, you're wrong. So this is the finished look. I added, I mean, it is so fitting. This is a green multi-chrome liner by Kaleidos. This is 7Cs, yes, 7Cs, which is like perfectly in my inner corner or waterline. Amazing. And then I also put on the Ardale 258, just saying, but yes, this is the finished look. I hope you really enjoyed this. Listen, look at me. I'm so cute. I love the look. I really, really enjoy it. So let's talk about all the products we've tried today and see if I like them or not. So let's start with the primer. I think we'll definitely, of course, try it more, especially in the heat in Germany. So definitely try more, but so far, so good. Really enjoyed this. For concealer, I'm underwhelmed, I would say. I definitely need to try them more and see if I like them more in other circumstances with the corrector underneath, which I'm doing. I have quite, as you can see, like quite some deep shades there. I mean, I'm not 20 anymore, not even close to that time in my life. So that could be, again, if you wanted to have like a neutral shade, this is more yellow than you think. And again, I'm not sure how fairly available Amazon is, and if this is just like a German brand or something like this, but yeah, we will see about that. Foundation wise, I do have to say, I think this looks really, really gorgeous. I think the color is really nice, and 15N definitely is a shade I could wear, again, if I'm not quite tanned, which I'm trying here at the moment, but I feel like this is a really nice shade, and you definitely can tell. I mean, I did not set anything today, just build it up, because listen, we had like a ton of cream products, so I just did not set my face. So I'm definitely will try this more, but so far, really, really enjoying that. Let's go to the bronzer stick. I really enjoy this. This is not a contour. I feel like this is a good match for a bronzing shade that is not too orange and not too deep for our pale girls here out there, which I am indefinitely. So yes, do enjoy this. Really nice. Again, this is number 35. I felt like the one after 40 and 45 were quite warm toned. So if you are in need of a more neutral bronzing shade, this one. Do blush next. Blush, yes. Yes, yes, yes. This is again in Peach Perfect, and it's absolutely yes. This has, of course, more gold shimmer in here, but I do think it is really, really gorgeous. Love it. For the highlighters, Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Both of them look stunning. I do enjoy the cream one by Colourpop. This is beautiful. Again, Mother Gothel, which I am hoping they have something similar-ish in their lineup, which I'm not sure about. So yeah, this is beautiful. If you wanted to have the shade, go for it. And then for the powder highlight, this is stunning. I definitely want to see the mint shade as well, but the mint shade was not available in Germany, so yet. So I'm thinking this will come at some point, but this is beautiful, stunning, so shimmery. I love it. Let's talk lips. I do think these are really, really gorgeous. The lifter glazes, sorry. I do have to say, for me personally, I do enjoy this shade a little bit more because it's a little bit more warm tone, but I'm feeling like I will definitely pick up maybe one more shade, maybe the peach one, which again, I did not get. But this one is also a pretty shade. Again, for me personally, this one has a little bit more rose. This one is a little bit more peachy, which I enjoy a little bit more. Listen, the tattoo liner, I do need to see. This has, by the way, a little sharpener. I do need to see how that will like hold up, if this is a great base, if this is great as a standalone product. I do love the color, and I'm hoping that this is going with my early eyelids. Hopefully. So so far so good. It really did work, and the color again is not that deep, so if you are in the search of a great like base color that is your skin but better, if you will, and you are normally in my shade range, this can be really nice. And again, if you're a little bit deeper than me, this can also be a great primer. If you don't have oily lids, this is maybe amazing. Again, I'm not sure yet because I do have oily lids, so I do need to see if this is working with them long term or not, and in a few hours, but we will see. Listen. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. This is a stunning palette, and again, this is my second shimmer palette by Girl Cult. I do love the color story, that's why I picked it up. Listen, I already forgot in between that I picked it up, to be honest, but all of these have a distinct greenish shift. Again, this is a multi-chrome, which is blue, purple, green, as well as you can see teal. This one is like a jeans blue to a greenish color. This is, as you can tell, like a bright green with blues and teals as well. And this one is more of a minty green with blues underneath. Beautiful, stunning. I think this one again will look amazing with the other Girl Cult palettes I have, so I will definitely try that. But yes, stunning, beautiful. And I mean, packaging wise, I do have to say the Girl Cult ones are like, for the shape, which I'm, to be honest, not that keen about. I wish that there would a little bit lost space. Not too bad though. You could have done a little bit better, but on the other hand, they are quite cute, to be honest, so I'm not mad about that. Enjoying this. This is number 61. I'm not sure how it is like spelled properly, which collection and all the stuff. I will link it down below, just so you know. Like, this was a really great try on because almost all of the products were like absolutely amazing and gorgeous. Again, the concealers we can like see, I mean, it does work in the end, but the other stuff was, I feel like, way better than the concealers, which was a little bit underwhelming in comparison to all the others, just saying. So yes, I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you do, please subscribe to this channel. I upload 3 times a week normally, sometimes more, sometimes less, but I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, leave a comment down below which of these products you picked up yourself and which shades maybe I should try from any of these brands, just saying. So leave it down in the comments. I would love to hear from you. I wish you a beautiful week. We see us in my next videos. Bye guys.